Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy NT here, and welcome to episode 8 of the Anipoke Bros podcast. I am joined with the Anipoke Bro for Pokéref.
Hello, hello, hello.
And Lumio Shanazak.
Howdy, compadres.
So today, what a nice intro. So today is a very special podcast episode. Not only will we be talking about Anipoke, but we're going to be answering some questions you guys have sent us. Of course, some of them include Anipoke, hence why I said we'll also be talking about Anipoke. Because, a year ago on September 3rd, we all created the Anipoke Bros WhatsApp group, which is actually crazy to think about. And then, ever since then, of course, this podcast series spawned, and we have the reaction and review series, and then just occasionally, at time to time, we still appear on each other's channels for other video ideas. It's been an amazing 1 year, that's for sure. And you guys definitely want to learn more about us and more of our Anipoke takes at the same time. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. Are you boys ready for this episode?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah!
Hey.
3, 2, 1,
go!
He didn't nay.
I did it.
Yeah.
It sounded like you were doing an intro for a reaction, so...
Yeah,
Three,
yeah.
2, 1.
Alright, you know what that means, what we gotta do next, boys.
1, 2, 3 with Ben. Everybody
wants to be... Oh, the out of sickness!
That'll be good enough, don't worry, you could just edit it somehow.
Yeah, I can. That's what I always end up doing. Wait, the final one. You should know what I'm on about here. 3, 2, 1, let's go! Oh, never mind then. Alright, so...
This is what happens.
Between the three of us, we're just gonna go ahead and answer the question we received the most first of all. And that question was, how did the three of us meet? And if I remember correctly, this actually began with Raph and Zach first. So, one of you, go ahead and explain this first. And then, when it comes to me, I'll jump in for my part.
Okay. Well, if they're talking about how we all met at different times in the community. So I remember Ben both a message and wanted to collab with us and check out his channel. But then I ended up meeting Ben here and a bit after at another event in person, and we worked together and stuff. I knew Zach as well from the community because we used to speak quite a bit on Twitter, and we've collabed as well on a couple of videos, and we followed on Twitter and started to jump in a conversation. And as for the group, I remember one day I was like, oh, you know what, do you want to jump in a group chat with Zach and Ben? And we just spoke loads of stuff about Anipoke, and then we were like, you know what, let's just form this group and see where it goes. And here we are 1 year later. That's pretty much the brief version, but I'll let Zach take over and add any bits if I've missed any.
Alrighty.
I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, you're the one who created the group chat at the end of the day. I remember, like, I collabed with you first, Raph, and then
Yeah.
Ben soon after when he sent an email when he was simping over my channel and he was like, please let me be on your channel.
Wait, that's not how it went.
No, that's not how it went. Obviously, I'm exaggerating. But I remember you sent an email to me, and I think you had maybe like 3K, 4K subs at the time, and I was like barely like past like 18 or something around there. Yeah, we collabed before, but like I feel like it wasn't until our second collab the following year where we really like actually like talked more and became friends, because we had that one phone call, that one Discord call, like where we were talking about the collab, and after we finished we just started talking about Anipoke for like 2 hours.
Legit.
I remember. Yeah. That was pretty cool. And then I remember during season 3 of Sun and Moon, I wasn't really too deep into the Anipoke community just yet, so I didn't really have anyone to talk to, but I knew Ben was a big Sun and Moon fan, so like every time there was some sort of like titles or summaries would drop or like some news or whatever, like I would talk to Ben about it. We would always like DM each other, and then at the same time Raph was like kind of DMing Ben, and then that's where like you came up with the idea, Raph, where you're like, oh, you know, we're all talking Anipoke, let's just come together then, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's legit it. Like legit. So one day I was just like laying in my bed back in 2017, and I was just looking at my channel and I was like, I'm only ever making Sun and Moon videos. I want to make content about the Pokemon anime altogether. And I had 5K subs, I believe, at the time, either that or 3 or 4K, either one of those numbers. And I was thinking I could do with a little help, and I would love to make some friends in the Anipoke community because I don't really have that many friends either. So what I did was I searched Pokemon anime on YouTube, and these two guys in this call with me at the moment popped up when I searched Pokemon anime, and I decided, you know what, I can see their business email here. Let me send them both an email. They weren't the only 2 PokeTubers I messaged. I ended up messaging 5. 3 of them responded, 2 of them being these boys, and the other actually being Pokedan. Yeah. So the first guy who replied was Zach, the second was Raph, and the third was Dan. So I did the collabs in that order as well. So technically, I first ever talked with Zach first, followed by Raph, and then obviously we've got Dan there as well. Yeah, it was really cool getting to experience doing a collab for the first time ever with Zach as well. And then when I finally got to my one with Raph, I literally traveled from my home city to fucking another city just to watch Pokemon Movie 20 just for a collab with him.
Wait, what?
Oh, so
Yeah, did you not know about that?
M20.
I didn't know about
Best
that.
ones.
Yeah, because like it was in certain cinemas only in particular cities. It wasn't in my city, so I decided to go on a train just to watch this movie, just to do the collab with Raph.
The commitment.
Yeah, legit. And then, yeah, after that, out of the 3 guys, I started talking with Dan the most. But then I met Raph at an event somewhere in the city, 2018. And that's when we started to talk even more, me and Raph. And then eventually, you know, I did another collab with Zach, like he said. And then after that, and he says I was the one simping, but he comes in my DMs wanting to talk about the Pokemon anime. So, and I remember you saying that you were always scared that you were annoying me as well. When I was like, nah, bro, you're not annoying me. I actually want to talk about the anime as well. And then, and then obviously I got hit up by Raph, and then the group got created, and then again, just a podcast and reactionary review series spiraled from there. So, yeah, that's just the story in a nutshell. It's very nice. It's very nice actually reminiscing back and all of that. The true beginnings of just this group and even some other YouTube channels, because again, I was very small back then, so yeah. Alright, with that question out of the way, Raph, let's see what question you've got from one of your viewers for us.
Cool. So, got a question here from Eleanor Jackson, and they ask, my question is y'all's plans for the future together, as in will you keep doing live reactions together? Like, what other future plans do we have for our channels?
I mean, that's up to Ben.
Well, yeah, as in terms of reactions, we're always going to do reactions. I won't ever ditch these boys. As in terms for how we do the reactions, if it's a hype episode, then we'll actually react to the episode live, much like we do with the Karina episode, Ryulu episode, etc. So it's 2 reactions in one. And then here and there, we've actually made collabs that we're planning to release as well. I know what mine is dedicated to National Ash Ketchum Day, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's all I've really got to say to that one.
Yeah, just to add on to that as well. Like Ben said, we're probably going to be working on a load of other projects together. We've got a little special surprise coming out soon, and I'm sure the boys know what 1, 2, 3 I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's you know what the 1, 2, 3 are.
I know, I'm kidding.
I'll let Zach continue with the rest of this.
I mean, that's it, you guys, pretty much. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's Ben's reactions anyways. I'll hop in whenever I can, whenever.
Oh, that's a thing. How about we mention this? How people get mad by you don't appear my reactions because you're with your girlfriend.
Yeah, I guess it's forbidden to be in a relationship and spend time with your significant other. My bad.
Dearie me.
Yeah, that's every time he's on a reaction is because he's spending time with his girlfriend. That's legit it. Because he only really gets to visit her on the weekends, if I'm correct.
Bro, yeah, literally. Because like during the week, you know, we're doing our own things. You know, I'm working during the week. I have to I'm balancing my part-time job and then YouTube, which is basically like a part-time job in and of itself. So I try to use Monday through Friday to just focus all of my energy on that. And then, I have the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, to spend time with my girlfriend. And, thankfully, she's been like super cool and letting me do reactions in her house. But like, bro, there's sometimes like I can't just stay home. Sometimes we got to go out, spend time with friends, do other things. So like when that happens, I can't be in the reaction. Get mad and hate me for that, I guess. My bad. I'm sorry.
It's funny to see those sort of comments, but I mean, at least it shows people care at the same time, I guess.
Yeah.
But all right, let's see a question you've got for from one of your viewers, Zach.
All right, so this question comes from the boy Tom. What have the biggest challenges for all of you been in doing YouTube? All right, so like I guess for me, biggest challenges is one, the company that shall not be named. That's a pretty big challenge.
Yeah, that's true.
Trying to work around them, but also I guess for me, it's just it kind of relates to what I was talking about my workflow during the week. Is just trying to balance my part-time job and YouTube, because you don't know how many times I just want to focus on doing content, but I have like real life stuff that kind of take away that time, and sometimes I don't meet deadlines. But yeah, it's just I guess just those two things. I'm just trying to find the balance to stay consistent and but mostly try to avoid that copyright. You know what I'm saying?
Legit.
It's pretty much the same what Zach said for me. I work full time, and because I'm on for different weeks, it's kind of hard to like balance that timing, because 1 minute I'm finishing early and I can get loads of stuff done, and then when I'm finishing on a later shift, it's almost time to go to bed again. So it's hard to work on content as much during those later timings. But again, with other personal commitments coming in the way as well, it's not too hard to balance the personal commitments. It's more harder on the work shift pattern, because when you're working, you're sitting at a computer all day. I'm an IT analyst as well, so I'm staring at a screen, well, two screens for a long duration, and it tends to get quite tiring as well. And then all my energy is drained out because I'm too busy fixing computers. And then am I going to really spend another God knows how many hours spending at the staring at the monitors again? But we work around it.
You know what else is difficult for you, Ruff? When you finish working, you gotta catch up on a lot of messages from me and Zach.
Recently, it's starting to spread out a lot to us, but yes, I'm the OG catch-up boy.
Yes, that is true. Alright, so I guess my biggest challenge, and you guys probably know what I'm gonna say here, is still trying to come up with a consistent schedule from YouTube ever since my break last year. I'm definitely almost there now, because I've been releasing a lot of videos recently, actually, which I'm very proud of. And you guys have seen that I've been planning future videos as well. But it's still, I'm still trying to make sure I can get this as consistent as possible back then. So not only my viewers can be happy, but I feel more happy as well. Don't worry, I'm of course taking breaks. To those listening, I know to actually do that this time around. I think I've been having too many breaks at the start of this year, in fact. But yeah, that's been my biggest challenge of YouTube so far. Just trying to get back into that schedule ever since I left the platform last year. All right, so a question I've got here from FlareGamer64. I know you're an OG viewer and a regular viewer as well, so shout out to you. He asks us, when can we expect a crossover episode with the Pokepod world?
Damn, that's a good question.
Very good question.
We gotta ask KG.
I mean, I know he said he's down whenever, and he wants to, do that, because we've been in calls with him before, saying it would be awesome if he could get as many Anipoke tubers in a podcast one day. But
shout out Kevin, by the way.
Yeah, the thing is, I realize when he streams, it's like 3 a.m. for me and Raph. I realized that as well. So that's a bit of a problem.
We need a holiday that day, bro, if we're going to do that.
Legit.
We need a holiday.
Yeah, because they usually do it on Monday nights, my time at least. Like it's around 10 p.m. my time. But because a lot of them, they have their day job. So like it's like after their day job, then they hop on at night in their free time to like talk about the latest episode. I feel like I could easily hop in on one of those. That's fine for me, but for you guys, well, for Raph mostly, because Ben doesn't really sleep. Let's be honest.
True. Yeah, that's true.
So It's fine. We could just get. I mean, 2 of us is fine. We have the most important members anyway, so it's all good. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All right. Let's address that. I want to address that in this podcast as well. So basically, whenever we seem to get tweets directed to us about the Anipoke Bros, for some reason, like a good 70% of the time, people leave out Raph. They only tag me and Sack for some reason. Or they tag us two and then tag some other PokeTuber as the 3rd member. And it's just so funny to us.
It's so incredible. Like it's just like, oh yeah. Well done, Anipoke Bros. And it's just you two, and I'm like, okay.
It's ironic as well, because literally, you're the one who came up with the podcast idea, the one who created the group chat.
Legit.
It's all Gucci. It's all Gucci.
Oh, you're the one being left
One day I will be known.
Hey, to be fair, I've been getting left out of a lot of stuff recently, so it's fine. You know, you're finally getting your time to shine.
I'm gonna be left out soon,
man.
then.
Thanks.
All right, Raph. Let's see what the question you've got next for us.
This next question is from Vidhu Shankar. I apologize if I butchered your name. They said, what inspired you to make a podcast, and what is your favorite memory of a fun time between you 3? I think we've already answered what inspired us to make a podcast.
Yeah.
Memory of a fun time between you 3. I would probably have to say, like, I know it's not a favorite, but it's probably whenever we just crack jokes in the group chat, because it happens so regularly, and we like to joke around and just like not always focus on Anipoke and just talk about other things in life, and make jokes of impersonations or funny videos and memes and stuff. So and it's
I'm just laughing because I'm laughing. That's some of the memories in my head.
Well, good. That's just what I'm saying.
I can't say half of them in this podcast though.
Yeah.
You said impersonations, and I'm just.
Oh, but it's so fun. That shit's good.
Yeah. Yeah. My favorite I'm thinking of like my favorite memory for each of you, and I literally can't say Sax out loud. He probably knows which I'm on about, but I've also got another favorite memory that was just recent as well. A very recent one from Sack. I'm gonna say it to you guys right now. I'm not gonna put this in a video though.
It was just so random as well. Like, oh god.
Then for Raph, I think my favorite memory has to be. This one's gonna be a wholesome one. I think my favorite Raph memory is just simply meeting him for the first time ever in person.
Aww.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Hey, no problem.
Simp.
All right, my turn.
Yeah.
I don't know, like we've been saying, there's just lots of moments in general, but I feel like one thing in particular that I do enjoy is like I love when Ben goes in one of his little late night Anipoke talks where he just talks and sends those really long voice notes just talking. Like they're long as hell to listen to, but it's just like
if it's over 4 minutes.
Yeah. But it's like it's interesting to listen to, like the stuff that he has to say. And like I remember one moment in particular I feel like was one of my favorites that I actually ended up doing that was is related to like a future video that Ben had planned. And then I don't know if you remember, I like spent half an hour just sending voice notes because I'm just trying to figure out like what my favorite Pokemon episode was, because I didn't even know what it was. And then like in just talking and just like I don't know what the hell happened, just talking for like half an hour, just sending voice notes one after the other. I just figured out what my favorite episode was because of you, which was funny. And yeah, just like our Anipoke talks in general, they're just really cool. Like even if it's not like video related and stuff, like because a lot of stuff that we talk about is not like when we talk in the group chat is not just stuff for the podcast or stuff for like Twitter or whatever. Sometimes we just like to share thoughts that just never go up online, and I don't know, I just feel like that's cool. You know what I mean? Yeah,
and even if there happens to be really good moments, I have ended up turning one of it into a video anyway. Like, I literally downloaded the voice messages and turned it into a video, and that was Ashley of the Pokemon anime. And I could easily end up doing that again if I really wanted to.
Let's see what the comments have to say about that.
But, yeah, I guess that answers that one. So, alright, Zach, hit us with the next question.
Alright, this question comes from S.Woo. And they say, if Pokemon did not exist and y'all still did YouTube, what would your channels focus around?
Ooh.
So that is an interesting one. Me personally, it's interesting because like I feel like even if Pokemon didn't exist, I still find some way to make YouTube videos because I just love creating videos and content in general. Like I studied media production in college. Like I've always just been passionate about making videos since I was like 12 years old. So I feel like if Pokemon didn't exist, I'd probably be making content on like maybe Dragon Ball or like Marvel, because those are other like things that I really love. Like Pokemon is the number one, which is why I do videos on it, because it's easy to just talk about something I'm passionate about. But if Pokemon didn't exist, next in line would be probably something like superheroes, Marvel, or Dragon Ball, because I really love those franchises as well. How about you guys?
Well, back in the day when I used to... Oh, fuck's sake! I mean, yes, that's how I ended up doing YouTube. But I feel like if Pokemon didn't exist, there was one other sort of content I made, and that was Sonic-related videos. So I guess it would have been Sonic the Hedgehog. But that's just so
How
weird.
fast is Sonic the Hedgehog?
It'd be so weird to me if I would still be doing that to this day, though, and if Pokemon didn't exist. Like, when I think of the question, what if Pokemon doesn't exist, I literally cannot think of what I'd be doing in my life. It'll be such a boring fucking life, like, literally. Because Pokemon's the only thing that makes me this happy in life, so, yeah. But I guess if there was a second thing, I guess it would have been Sonic, but I don't think I'd have been on YouTube for that long if Sonic was the only option.
I could imagine your channel, not gonna lie. Instead of an Emolga avatar, you'd have like a Sonic OC.
Probably, yeah.
Like, yeah. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Sonic Boy Maze here.
Oh, I'll 100% be called a furry, even on that channel.
You are a furry.
No, I'm not. Shut up. I know, Raph.
For me,
Sonic Maze.
Oh, blimey.
Simba Sonic Maze.
Like, Simba Sonic Maze. Oh my god. SNL.
Somebody make that, please.
In there, Ben.
No.
Sun Moon.
Simba Sonic Maze.
Simba Sonic Maze, man. For me, voice crack. Voice crack. It would probably have to be Digimon, because that was my second favorite franchise, and Digimon is still going on right now.
All right, that's enough. We don't talk about Digimon on this channel.
Wow. I know we know which the better one is, unfortunately, but yes, it would be Digimon.
Huh? I thought you would say something like COD, to be honest.
Oh,
Or
to be
FIFA.
fair, FIFA or COD. To be fair, I did start the channel with gaming, but it depends. Like Digimon or gaming, yeah. To be fair.
All right. So the next question I've got here is a question that I feel like is going to be very short, because I feel like it's pretty straightforward. But Flygon Fantastic asks, have there been any low phases in your friendship at any point in time? If yes, how did you overcome them? And no, not really. I mean, I've got annoyed at some jokes here and there, but I've never properly got mad at these guys, like saying, no, fuck you, I hate you guys, or anything like that. I just, we've never had anything like that, to be honest.
That was that one time you left me out of the second opening reaction, though. But other than that,
bro, oh my fucking god! I thought you were asleep. Or at your girlfriend.
We make jokes with each other. We do make jokes with each other. We all have our own like individual bullying segment. But, yeah, I don't think we've ever had any proper main issues where we've just been like, "Oh, you bastards, piss off."
And like even if there is, I mean, I'm not saying we're perfect and it's sunshine and rainbows all the time, but like even when there's like, I guess a little bit of friction, I feel like we kind of handle it literally the same day.
Yeah,
like we never like, I don't know, like there's never really nothing between us. If there's something that like we're like, if a joke goes too far or something, like we usually be like, all right, you know, can you guys like chill out with the joke and whatever, and we like respect each other, be like, all right, that's cool, no problem. But
yeah,
other than that, it's nothing. No.
Yeah.
So good.
Pretty straightforward. Alright, Ref, hit us with the next one.
Let's have a look, come on. Right, I'm gonna go on this question. The next question is from Kalos Ace YT, and they ask, how long are you planning on doing YouTube for?
Until I'm 50 years old. What do you mean? No, I'm kidding. Obviously not. I don't know. Just whenever I stop having fun with it, pretty much. I don't see myself. Yeah, I mean, when I think about it, I don't see myself stop being here when I'm 30 or something like that. So, yeah.
Will the platform still even exist by that time? Like,
that's
the thing. Like, it probably will. But like, the thing with doing YouTube, it's like one day the whole like website could just fucking explode and not exist, and it's like, what do we do after that? That's something I do, like, I am like fearful of, not gonna lie, because I love doing YouTube, but it's like, I don't know, it's hard to answer that question, because it's like, no matter how far into the future you try to think you're gonna be in YouTube, it's just, YouTube is unpredictable all the time. You hear other stories about the algorithm and everything, and how YouTube always changes and this and that. It's like, you don't know, you just kind of go with the flow and do it as long as you can, as long as you want to, basically. Like, if you're up to me, like, I do this shit forever. I love doing content on YouTube. Like I said earlier, it's like my passion, creating videos. But like I said, you don't know with YouTube. Like, YouTube could just one day say fuck all creators and then just leave. So yeah, there's that. I'm moving to Twitch, baby.
Yeah, it's pretty much what you guys said. Probably just keep going until, you know, a mood switch happens, or like, you know, a different aspiration comes in, and if YouTube decides to be like, yep, middle fingers to y'all, and that's it, really. But apart from that, just go and keep going.
Alright, Zach, hit us with the next one.
This question comes from Raf A. They say, what other anime or genres of anime do you enjoy outside of Pokemon? So for me, I kind of touched on this a little bit earlier, but I love Dragon Ball. Like, aside from Pokemon, I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z. I love that shit. Dragon Ball Super, I watched that, even though it's not as great as Z. I like it. But aside from that, you know, I'm still kind of new when it comes to like the anime world. I've only watched a few ones here and there. I feel like my top favorites are obviously like Pokemon. There's Dragon Ball. I've really gotten into Seven Deadly Sins. And another one that I watched just slipped my mind. What the fuck? There's another one somewhere around there. Just shows you how new I am to anime. I haven't watched, like, I'm just hearing, oh, what the fuck? How could I forget? I'm watching My Hero Academia. I started that this year, and it's pretty hoggers. I don't know how did I forget that. But yeah, and then I've seen, of course, like here and there other stuff, but I'm really trying to commit into other animes. I feel like once I finish my rewatch of Pokemon this year, I'm really gonna start watching other shit next year, which I'm looking forward to. There's a long list of anime I need to get to. What about you guys?
So yeah, I've watched very few anime in my life as well. Back in the day, I know I watched the first two series of Fairy Tail. I know there's a third one. I haven't watched it though, because I kind of grew tired of Fairy Tail. I've watched other anime here and there, such as Madoka Magica or Angel Beats or Future Diary, and that's only because I used to go to an anime club in school where they would play these anime during lunchtime. But like in my own free time, I've not watched that much because I'm more of a cartoon fanboy, to be honest. So I watch a lot of shows from Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and Disney Channel, such as Steven Universe, Gravity Falls, Owl House. I could name a lot. Just basically, if there's a cartoon currently airing on any of those channels, I am 100% watching it at the moment. Because I just love cartoons so much, pretty much. And I know people on Twitter kind of get annoyed that I don't watch many other anime, but I don't know. I just like my cartoons a lot. But that's not to say that I don't know how other anime act at time to time. I have seen clips and discussion videos here and there on other anime I haven't even watched, so yeah, don't worry. I know how Pokemon is very different compared to everything else.
Fair enough. For me, I like, I've recently watched the seasons of One Punch Man, and that was inspired by Cable Lewis. Shout out, Lou. I remember watching that back at Summer of the City, actually, Ben. I'm not sure if you remember, but one of the nights we were watching it.
I was drunk.
We were watching it in the hotel room, and I was like, oh shit, I want to look at this anime. So I watched all the both seasons, and I like it a lot. Digimon, like I mentioned, I used to watch a little bit of Dragon Ball as well when I was younger. But I've mainly been into other cartoons and like Nickelodeon, like you said, Ben, on Cartoon Network. I used to be a big Power Rangers fan when I was younger, but I stopped after a while. And that's pretty much it as well. I don't really tend to watch too much anime because I'm just focusing on Pokemon and other ones a little bit. But I do want to open up to some other anime soon. I do want to continue watching Attack on Titan. I started watching that, but then I stopped. My Hero Academia, I definitely want to start watching.
I've watched that as well. I forgot to mention that. That's something I actually currently watch, yeah.
Well, that's it for me.
Oh, and there was something very obvious I realized all three of us missed. That isn't an anime or cartoon. I know all of us here like the MCU.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Alright, so here I've got a question from Tuck. And they ask, what is our favourite memory from an Anipoke Bros reaction? I feel like this is a fun one.
Wow. Where to begin?
Oh, there's a lot of them.
Legit.
I got one for you.
Alright, you go first, Ruff.
It just has to be when we were reacting to Riolu at flipping 9 o'clock in the morning. Like, literally. Literally. Oh, God. And then watch the fact that you recorded that, and then when we watched the playback and we saw, like, your actual reaction with, like, oh, it was just so funny. It was just hilarious.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm going to be making the best of Journey Season 1 reactions compilation soon, so stay tuned for that. Because literally, there's so many great moments from our reactions. But let's hear yours, Zach.
Yeah, I feel like mine was your reaction, Ben, to the Farfetch capture. Because one, you fuckers didn't wake up on time to watch it live. I will always hold that against you. So, like, we were supposed to watch it. Ben was like, we're going to wake up early because it's supposed to be Raihan versus Leon. And we're like, okay. And I woke up early, and these two fuckers who are like, at, what is it, 9 a.m. UK time, couldn't wake up. But I woke up at 4:30 in the morning my time. So I watched the episode with Farfetch. And it would have been such a great reaction, like if we all did it live, because I was freaking out too. Legit. But then, like, you didn't let me sit in during the reaction when it was you guys. And I was just there, like, just waiting for that moment just to hear your reaction. And just when the moment where Ash asks Farfetch if he wants to join them, and Ben, what the fuck?
Are you joking me?
And are you joking me? Excuse me? Like, you can hear my laughter in the background. Like, dude, that was just so funny, dude. And then after watching it too, oh my God, what the fuck? Excuse me? Like, I just use that shit for memes on my channel now. That's how funny that was.
Yeah, legit. That's the first reaction that became a meme out of me, legit. Because we've got some here and there. That was the first one. Obviously, we've got the Alola scream. Yeah, we just got random ones here and there, like Tom made one of me reacted to Clara saying, "Oh shit, she's stacked!"
I remember that.
Oh my God. And then just other random stuff here and there. I love to know on Twitter to see what people could do with reactions. It's brilliant. I know someone did one with Rafs. Are you joking me?
Joking me.
But alright, my favorite moment. Oh God. I think it is the Alola scream, just because of how much it got shared on Twitter. The amount of things people use that to, like, it literally sounds like I was getting fucking murdered, bro. So that's my favorite moment of all time. When it comes to my favorite episode we've done overall, though, probably still episode 20. I don't know what it is about that episode, but we made so many funny jokes during it.
Yeah, that was a really good one. Whoa, my voice. that was a good one. I remember that episode. I wasn't thinking too much about it. We all weren't like thinking too much about it because just off the summary, it seemed like it was gonna be like episode 9. It's like, oh, Ash and Go just talking about their dreams, and then maybe Lugia comes out at the end. But it turned out to be a really great episode for Ash and Go. Like, it was just a nice, wholesome episode, and it was just a lot of fun. Like, just the jokes we made between us. Like, I remember that one too. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Maybe not as crazy as, hey, what the fuck? But, like, it was still, like, it was just a nice, wholesome reaction, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd like to say the Pikachu episode is exactly like that as well, to be honest. That was
yeah.
There's a reason that got used on Twitter too, yeah. There's a reason I put that video in the Best Events to Maze playlist. Like, legit, any reaction I personally find really enjoyable, it goes into that playlist. So if you want to see more of my favorites, you can obviously check that playlist out. Raph, what do you say is your favorite episode, though, from our reactions all together?
Favorite episode? Like, it probably have to be the Rioli one, honestly. It was just full of excitement, and it still is my favorite episode so far in season 1. But it's just the whole, like, fact that we all woke up, we're like, shit, what's gonna happen? How's
the first time we woke up early as well?
We all woke up.
Like, literally, good teamwork, bros. Like, just the whole fact of, like, oh, we found out that Ash is going to get this egg. It's going to be Riolu. How's it going to unfold? How's he going to catch it? Is he going to catch it?
It was a little wonky. Like when we watched it live, like I was nervous that it was going to lag when Riolu hatched. Like, because it was lagging a lot that when we saw that live.
Yeah, that'd be terrible if it fucking lagged when it was about to hatch, and then suddenly we see Riolu and it's that'd be terrible.
That would have ruined it.
Yeah, thank God the stream works during that time. Oh, bro, that was so aggravating to edit as well. But the most aggravating reaction to edit so far is the Ditto episode. I'm sorry, Raph, but your webcam was just so laggy, bro.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I admit that.
Alright, we've spent long enough on this question, so Raph, let's see what you've got next for us.
Cool. Next question's from Guardian Angel. She asks, how do you guys keep yourself motivated to make videos, or just anything in general? And then they've put a bonus question saying all of your least favorite Pokemon. So I guess we could probably start with the least favorite Pokemon because that's probably easier to answer. Togedemaru, there you go. Mine's Palpitoad. Yes,
Mine is
I know what it is.
It's Unpheasant. Fuck, alright?
Well, question to get us all out. But in terms of staying motivated to make videos and just anything in general, I think it's just the passion, really. When you really want to commit to something and complete it to the best of your ability, you're going to want to push forward to see through. Like, I'll be honest, like this time last year, I was going to quit YouTube and just be like, you know what, I've lost my motivation for it. I had a really bad year personally, and I just didn't feel the need to continue doing YouTube. But I remember sitting down reflecting, and it was actually when I came out. I went to pray at church, and I came out, and I just felt really refreshed, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it one more go. So I was motivated to make sure to see if I could see it through, and thankfully it's paying off really greatly, and I'm really grateful for how it has turned out. Thank you, and I'm grateful for the bros, obviously. Come on, but yeah, I think it's just just taking a step back, reflecting what you can do to make it work, and then that should push you in a motivational way. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then at least you tried.
I've got an excellent response for mine. So obviously we all know I took that YouTube break, but obviously a whole new entire Anipoke series started airing, but there's surprisingly a lack of episode 1 to episode 8 reaction and reviews, and the reason for that is because none of those episodes really interested me that much, to be honest. I didn't feel motivated to do it. But then I knew there was going to be like some exciting episodes coming up, such as Lance vs. Leon, so I was like, you know what, let me start reacting to episodes now, because that episode's going to start coming up. So we had the whole episode, which was, I can't believe that's our first ever reaction we ever did. But after that, we got blessed by one of the biggest surprises in Anipoke history, which was Dragonite. And seeing everyone be laughing at our reactions to Dragonite getting caught on screen, mine and Raph's, because Zach was hanging out with his girlfriend on that day, it really motivated me to continue the reaction and review series. I'm like, you know what? Let's stick with this. There's going to be more awesome moments like this. And now what do you know? Everyone's always bugging me on Twitter asking, oh, when's the reaction going to be out? Have you edited it yet?
Oh my god, that's funny. So I guess for me, like, what motivates me is other content creators, if I'm being honest. So something that also relates to this question is like, obviously over the past like year or two, like my channel's definitely taken a bigger focus in Anipoke, and that's because like I'm more passionate about making Anipoke videos than I am about just regular Pokemon games content. I started out my channel doing a mix of both, but like I realized, one, the anime videos did a lot better, and two, like I just had more fun doing it. There's just way more ideas when it came to that. And I remember once we started the Anipoke Bros group chat and talking a lot about Anipoke and everything, like that just motivated me to want to make even more videos. And like I feel like right now my motivation is honestly at an all-time high, just because like we have our friend group. Like I'm always talking to you guys about like video ideas I have and like different projects and stuff. We're all talking about like different videos we have, and I feel like that's just really great to have, because you know we're all YouTubers, so we all relate to each other. We all like go through the same thing, so it's like we all kind of push each other in our own way. And especially something for this year is not just between us, but also the other Anipoke YouTubers that we've befriended this year. It's really
Oh, yeah.
awesome just to see all these other channels that are coming up, or all these channels that we never interacted before, but now like we all kind of talk to each other, which is pretty cool. And like just seeing their videos, even though like all of our content is different in our own way, it still just it motivates me and inspires me to like want to keep on making great content just as much as they do, and just like try new things and improve all the time. You know, I love what we have here and like all the content that we're making, and I feel like thanks to Pokemon Journeys, like Pokemon anime content on YouTube has really been blowing up. So like I just want to keep contributing to that, and you know, I want all of us to keep contributing and keep making awesome Anipoke content.
Legit. I
Yes,
feel
sir.
like Anipoke content right now on YouTube is the new wave. There's nothing much about the games at the moment. Legit. It's mainly Anipoke. You see in your recommendations these days. And I love to see that. It goes to show what the end of Sun and Moon managed to accomplish. Because the anime forever changed after Ash won the league there. We all want to see how he's going to keep striving for higher goals, which he's now doing with the World Coronation Series event. We get these hype moments like Dragonite and Riolu, which is just very exciting to see as well. But alright, let's move on to the next question. Zach?
This question comes from KingFresh010, and they ask, did you read the Pokemon Adventures manga? And if yes, what is your opinion? So, for me, I'm actually a fan of the manga, but I am lacking terribly when it comes to the reading. I started reading it in high school, and I love like the red, blue, green chapters, yellow chapters. I read all the way until Ruby and Sapphire, but then I kind of fell off. But I do want to get back on that and like read all of it because it's really good in my opinion.
So, yeah, I started reading it recently, but I started with Sun and Moon. And the reason I started with Sun and Moon is, yeah, obviously I'm a Sun and Moon stan, but obviously because also I wanted to make a video explaining why I prefer the original Sun and Moon over Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So I started reading the manga to see how the manga compares to both of those games as well. I haven't finished the manga yet, but I was really enjoying it. In fact, I'm pretty sure I already like the story more than both the original Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so that just gives me extra stuff to talk about, to be honest. But yeah, when I eventually finish it, I will definitely go in chronological order, starting with Red, Blue, Yellow, and then make my way downtown.
Making my way downtown.
Walking fast.
I haven't read any of the manga, but I have read, like, you know where you could get like those Pokemon episode books, and you can get them. Ben, you might know. Do you remember there's a store, Woolworths,
Yeah.
where you could get like these? Oh, the annuals. That's what they're called, the annuals.
Yeah,
I remember buying all
yeah.
those annuals, reading stuff and that. But that was obviously relating to the anime. But I haven't actually read the manga, and I definitely do want to start doing that. I've been influenced obviously by Zach, you guys, and Lewis as well. Link Cable. He's a big manga fan. And that's not only just for Pokemon, that's for everything. So I definitely want to get into that shit soon.
Alrighty, fair enough. The next question I've got here for us, realistically, we should have answered this earlier on into the podcast, but have you two actually met in, you three, sorry, actually met in real life? And no, me and Raph have met, but none of us have met Zach in real life yet. However, we are hopefully, just as long as COVID isn't still a thing next year, we'll be meeting him next year.
Hey, till then I don't
Fingers
exist.
crossed.
So, yeah, that's just a very short and sweet answer right there. So, Raph, you hear us with the next one.
Cool. Right, next question. Let's have a look. This one's going to be fun to answer. It's by Stephen Crossio. Which one of you calls themselves the leader of Anipoke?
Or like Anipoke content, or
Well, they said
Or
Anipoke here.
Anipoke Bros.
That's what I was thinking. So
well, I wouldn't say we've got
probably
a
stick
leader.
with Anipoke Bros. Yeah. Say that again.
I wouldn't say we've got a leader in Anipoke Bros. We all make our decisions
you.
together.
Yeah.
What?
Bro, the podcast and the reactions are in your channel. You're technically the leader, bro.
I mean, I guess
Yeah.
so, but I mean, still, I guess even though I'm the leader, which is my first time acknowledging this, as you can hear, we still do make decisions as a team, obviously. So, yeah.
True. But just to clarify, you're the leader, Ben. I'm the employee. Raph is the founder. There.
Oh, well, if you want to work it like that, I guess so. All right, who's the next question? Zach?
All right, the question I have is, what was the very first Pokemon game you ever played?
Oh, okay.
So my first game was Pokemon Silver, and I got it like a few months after my 4th birthday. And admittedly, a little confession moment. I never beat the game. I never got past Faulkner.
Oh.
Yeah, I never like. I don't know what the heck, and like it's the craziest thing. So like I played the game right, and then I ended up losing it. So I told my dad to buy me another copy, and then I lost that copy. I think I went through 4 Pokemon Silver copies, and each copy I never like beat the game past Faulkner because either one, I would either not beat him, or 2, I'd lose the game before I get to like beat him. So I actually it's so bad.
God.
I never actually got to complete the game. And it wasn't until my 7th birthday when I got Pokemon Leaf Green. That was the first Pokemon game I actually completed to its fullest. So yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Very epic, Cougar. For me, I got Red first and then Silver. But the funny thing is, I never completed Red. I completed Silver first, and then I went back to Red. So I like Silver. Silver's a good game, man. Oh, bro, you went through 4 copies of Silver. And you didn't finish it in the first.
Bro, I was like 4 years old, bro. Like I misplay shit all the time, dude. Like
it's understandable. It's understandable.
Jeez, I'm gonna sound. Well, I am the youngest in the Anipoke Bros, but this is gonna make me sound young. So my
Pokemon Black.
No. Mine's Pokemon Diamond. Oh, a few years difference. But
yes.
Yeah, fun fact, you guys probably never heard this story. My Pokemon Diamond was fake though. So when I got to like the game was exactly how it was, but it was like printed on the fake cartridge. So eventually it broke, and guess where it broke?
Where?
At Victory Road, when I was literally about to finish the game.
Oh no!
Yeah,
you got stressed.
So so I then got Platinum for Christmas, a real version of Platinum, and then my second game was Heart Gold, Soul Silver. So yeah,
nice.
Man, you're so young.
Oh, shut up. All right, this might be an interesting one for us to discuss. Most controversial Anipoke take.
That's tough.
That is gonna
I'm
be
trying
a
to
bit...
think. I know I made a thread like last week or something like that, talking about like my hot takes on journeys so far, and I don't mind Riolu being used so much. I know many people don't like that, but I don't mind it at the moment because it's clear we're going through an arc with it, and I feel like the other members still have got a time to shine in important battles. I can at least agree when it comes to randomers and Team Rocket battles and wild Pokemon, I should really stop using Pikachu though. But yeah, that's the only thing I can really think of at the top of my head at the moment. But that's not even like very controversial.
I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, is liking journeys a controversial thing? Because a lot of people like to hate on it. I don't know if you consider that. I mean, I don't love the series. It's not like my favorite series, but I like it. I enjoy it. It has its ups and its downs for sure, but like, I don't hate it as much as other people do. But I guess like I don't know. I feel like what sucks about me is that like I feel like my opinions align with a lot of popular opinions. So like it's very hard to catch something controversial for me. But I guess I feel like at least what comes to mind the most controversial thing is that I don't like Lana. All right, so like I'm a Sun and Moon fan, but I just don't like Lana. That might be like the one controversial thing about me.
All right, Lana stands go after him.
Guys before. What was that?
I said Lana stands go after him.
Lana stands go after me. Yeah, like I've told you guys before, but like I mean, just since we're here in the podcast, so people can know. But like I don't know. I'm just not a fan of how stupid Lana's goal is about she wants to travel the world in a big balloon. And she gets so much development for that dumb goal when literally Kiawe's just sitting here, just waiting to have a full battle with Ash, and he doesn't even get that. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like she gets way too much shine in development. Her Poplio fully evolves before Ash is Litten. Even though Litten evolved into Torcap before Poplio evolved into Brion. What the fuck is that? Like, I just don't like, and she got the fucking Eevee too. And that's another thing. I'm like kind of ranting right now. Like, so I don't, my dislike for Lana isn't because of Eevee, because I feel like if you hear that, most people jump like, oh, it's because of Eevee, right? No, like, I didn't like Lana since before Eevee. And she got Eevee, that just added more fuel to the fire. I just don't like her. I'll give credit, she has good development, and even in my video about like Ash's companion Pokemon in 10 words or less. I admit that like Primarina is one of the most like well-developed Pokemon when it comes to a companion. I just don't like how it's all for this dumb goal about floating around the ocean in a bubble. It's like, bro, come on, man. Like, literally, Lily is right there. She gets good development for the first half, and then after the Aether arc, she does nothing. Kiawe's like just waiting, and then Mallow is literally doing nothing as well until her dead mom shows up, which is cool, and then she gets a Shaman that doesn't do anything. But no, let's just develop Lana and her big bubble goals about the ocean. Yeah, that's it. All right.
Bro, what about Sophocles overcoming his fear of the dark?
Oh, fuck off with Sophocles. I don't like him either. That's not really a controversial take.
Yeah, that one isn't. Alright, Rav, let's hear yours.
I think we all know what I'm going to say. It's just about Ash Greninja. Like, honestly.
Oh,
like,
I didn't expect that. What?
I've spoken about this before. Hear me. I said it on Twitter recently. So, I like Ash Greninja. I think it's a really cool Pokemon. I love the whole concept of the bond phenomenon. I love the whole, build up from Froakie to how it was just so different compared to each start Pokemon and how it bonded with Ash to come forward with this unique transformation. I just can't stand it. Stand it when people say it's his best Pokemon, because it's not his best Pokemon. Like, Zach, I know you're probably getting a load of bullets right now in your heart.
No,
but honestly, like I just don't agree. And you know what? People, but I need this Charizard. I like that. Charizard isn't Ash's best Pokemon, in my opinion, and I'm the Charizard fanboy. But I don't like how the whole fact that people they really, really big up Ash Greninja a lot. Yes, it's an amazing Pokemon. It's great, and it had a good run, and still got released. But at the end of the day,
all right, fuck off.
At the end of the day, I just don't think it's his best Pokemon. And while some people understand my point, and I'm sure you guys do as well, and like many people in the community understand it as well, because we've spoken about this before, others just bash me in the comments now. So I'm gonna stop talking.
You shouldn't have said that. I mean, to give credit, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, all right?
Yeah.
And I mean, as the Ash Greninja stan, I guess, like, I'll admit, he's not, in my opinion, he's not Ash's best Pokemon. He's my favorite, but he's not Ash's best, like, objectively, to be honest. But he just looks cool, and he has a cool form, and that's it.
He's just so cool.
Yeah, that's it. He's cool, but like, yeah. That's it.
Is it bad? But whenever the Raph mentioned Bond Phenomenon, I just had a smile on my face trying to contain myself from laughter, because whenever I hear Bond Phenomenon now,
same here.
It's just always
Bond Phenomenon.
Fucking jokes. And you know what? You guys could want to get into a ranting mood. I want to change my answer. So,
oh god,
XY. So obviously, I like it. But it's not a perfect series, okay? Every Anipoke series has some flaws, and everyone wants to try. These XY stands want to try and say that XY is the perfect series when it's got a lot of flaws. I mean, literally, the last thing me and Zach were talking about in WhatsApp regarding the XY series is how it definitely has one of the worst endings for the Pokemon for a Pokemon anime series.
Oh hell yeah, dude! It's so stupid. Like, the series is so great, and then you have the Team Flare arc, and then they just dropped the fucking ball in the last 4 episodes. They just threw that series to the fucking ground. They're like, all right, let's go to fucking Alola. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you talk more about it. Your point, but like, oh god.
Like, literally. So first of all, we had Claremont, cry over his robot dying. It was a very emotional moment for him. But then it comes back. So what was the fucking point of that? Like, they literally fucking rebuilds the robot, and not many people mentioned that, but it really annoys me that happened. And then obviously we've got the Serena fans getting pissed off that Serena goes to Hoenn instead of staying to travel with Ash.
Becomes a coordinator.
A third coordinator. And then to make things even worse, they decided to release Ash Greninja just because, there's tentacles still appearing for some reason. Yeah, Greninja, we need your help. Fuck you staying with Ash. It's like, why? What's the point of this?
The same episode that Ash had to leave Goodra again. So here he had 2 releases in 1 episode.
Oh yeah.
They really said fuck Ash's Kalos team. Let's just give him flying types.
Yeah. Oh my god, I just remembered as well. I hate it when people say Sun and Moon has bad animation as well. First of all, you're on about the art style. Second of all, oh my god, I'm gonna go in a rant mode if I continue.
Yeah, this is turning into a rant video, so let's go. If you
This
want,
is
we can,
under
like,
4
switch
minutes,
things up.
Ben. As long as it's under 4 minutes.
No, I'll stay there. I'll stay there.
That was funny though. That was funny. We all got to vent out a little bit. That was funny.
Yeah, we never get to do that. All right, Raf, can you give us the next question so we can
Yes, sir.
move on?
Right.
Also, Ash versus How is good.
Oh my god. Who's waiting for that? We were waiting for that. We were waiting for that. Next question is from Isla, and she asks, how do you feel in general about the future of Pokemon journeys? Do you think you'll all keep the same enthusiasm month by month?
With how it's looking, yes, because it looked with every Anipoke series, season 1 is just, you know, building up with everything, introducing us to these new characters. When season 2 starts bringing up hype shit, like let me use Sun and Moon for example. They had both the Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon game stories with their own twist. And then for XY, we had, you know, Serena having a whole development arc and all of that, which I really enjoyed. So it looks like Journeys, thanks to the opening, spoiling it for us, right? It's going to be the Darkest Day, and I cannot wait to see what they do with the Darkest Day. Yeah, with Season 3, thanks to Sun and Moon, and even XY, like, I don't know what it is about Season 3, but it just always gets so fucking hype as well. I really love what they did with XYZ, even if it was a little bit rushed, but I still like it. I can't deny that. And Sun and Moon. So I know Journey Season 3 is going to be insane. Like, imagine if we get characters returning back to back every single episode or something like that. I feel like that's how insane Season 3 is going to be, to be honest.
I mean, we're pretty much almost getting that now. Like, we're getting the Alola gang, like everyone from fucking Sun and Moon almost, basically. Is going to be in the Alola episode, and then 2 weeks later, we're going to get the return of Chuck in the Cianwood gym. So that's like, this is just now. Like, we're only like, we're barely touching the 40s. Imagine later on by Season 3, like you said.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be big hype. But like in general, I'm liking what Ben was saying. Definitely, I'm liking the way that Pokemon Journeys is just building up for the future. And I don't think there's been 1 month or 1 episode where we've just felt like, oh, it was a shit episode. Oh, I definitely regret watching that. All right, we've had our takes on it, and like, you know, when Zach's done his reviews and when Ben's done his reviews as well, they've given their honest opinion and rating, but they haven't actually like fully gone and said, it was absolutely terrible. You know,
I mean,
I think
I know the Pikachu Jealousy episode was controversial, but I didn't end up writing about it, for example.
Yeah, like there's controversial opinions, and like, you know, there's obviously going to be different outtakes and opinions from what everyone believes it to be, because we're always getting the same stuff all the time. Oh, why can't it be this? Why can't it be that? But the feature's looking promising.
Alright, so the next question we've got here is, what advice do you have for any new content creators making Anipoke content on YouTube?
Good question.
This comes from our boy Zano, by the way.
Hey!
Hey!
Shout out. Zach too.
All I can really say, to be honest, is when it comes to, I don't know, like, just make sure when it comes to making the content that it's something you're actually passionate about, because when it comes to watching YouTubers, I of course want them to be passionate about the thing they're talking about. Like, there's some people out there who purposely talk about the Pokemon anime or just anything else who you can tell they don't really enjoy it, or they're just doing it for some kind of other reason that benefits them, and I don't really like that whatsoever. So just make sure you're having fun with it, obviously. Second of all, just make sure you tag your videos correctly, because tags really do help your videos get pushed out to the YouTube algorithm and all of that. If you don't know how to tag your videos, I would suggest using vidIQ. That's a good starter kit, in my opinion, for knowing how to tag YouTube videos. So, yeah, there's my basic bit of advice right there.
Cool. Take it from this aspect, I would probably say, now I know it's going to sound weird, but make content that you would want to see. I'm having a conversation with the Aura Guardian about this, and he was talking about how he was making content that he wanted to see on YouTube that no one else has done, that like filled a gap, sort of different niche. And I remember taking on that advice, and I made a video that I really enjoyed that no one never made, which was all of the sprite changes from generation 1 to 6 in Pokemon games, and that video performed really well. I had loads of fun making it, and the feedback I got from it was really, really positive, because it was just something no one's ever done before, and people would want to go and see that. Like, for example, another example I could see is when Zach made his which Pokemon movies are canon. I haven't seen anything on the internet, like in a YouTube format, explaining the details on what movies canon, what's not canon, what may be canon, etc. And it was just a good, knowledgeable video that we could refer to later on, should we need to find out further information about it. So the best thing I would suggest is to make content that you know you would enjoy and that you would want to see on YouTube, because that will give you a pointer compared to others, and you'll just have a lot of fun making it because it's content that you definitely want to see, and most likely other people as well.
Yeah, because obviously I used to do reviews back in the day. I still love reviews. I mean, I still technically do them, but like, I wanted to do reactions again, and there was like, before I started doing reactions, there was literally only one dude who did reactions, and that was Crasher. And then now loads of people are doing reactions again. But I really like what I've done with my reaction series, because I've combined both reactions and review into one thing. I also cut it up into highlights, not like the full 20 minutes or anything like that. We've got 3 members with the reactions, and we all have our own distinctive personalities, and we all have funny jokes which everyone relates to, and then we all obviously got the meme potential from all the stuff we do as well. I don't know, I just really love what I managed to create on YouTube with our reaction and review series. And then I do like to come up with other creatives here and creative ideas here and such as the Decade Awards. I really adored making that video, even if it took very long editing wise, but yeah.
It was worth it. It was worth it, definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I guess for me, like a bit of advice. I mean, you guys pretty much hit most of the points, but like I guess the one that works best for me is just do stuff that you're passionate about. Kind of going in a bit earlier in the podcast when I mentioned about how I switched to doing more Anipoke stuff because I'm passionate about that stuff. I feel like a lot of people, when they do YouTube channels, they do YouTube videos and stuff like that, they're more focused on getting the views and the subs and eventually getting money from YouTube. Like, that stuff will come, but I realize it's better to not focus on that and just focus on making content that you really enjoy making, content you enjoy seeing, content that you have fun doing yourself. Because if you try to force yourself to do something that you don't like just for the money, you're just going to end up being miserable. And I feel like a lot of the time people start their channels thinking about making money or like getting views and stuff, and then you're never going to be satisfied because you're always going to be wanting more or reach a certain like threshold, you know what I mean? Little bit of a backstory for me and my channel. I've actually had like 4 channels before my current one, all the way since middle school. I was trying to make YouTube videos, or like trying to make it big on YouTube, and they all bombed. Like, I think the one channel that has the most subs is like maybe has like 42 subs or something like that. And then like I stopped trying to do that, and then the moment I got into like PokeTubing, like during Gen 6 era, I was in college, and I just did it on my free time just for fun. And then all of a sudden this channel all of a sudden worked, and it did really well. And then I started out this channel, at least it was more of a hobby and a passion project rather than like a business thing. And I feel like as long as you're having fun doing what you're doing, who cares about numbers and stuff? You'll be satisfied. There's always going to be people who watch your content anyways, whether you have like 5 views or 5,000. Someone's out there taking the time out of their day to watch your video, and I feel like that's something that can be lost, and we don't really appreciate the people who actually stick around for our channel. So like, yeah, dude, just have fun, collab with people that you really love to hang out with, and just bring something new to the table. And yeah, that's just it. That's the main thing. So TLDR, do something you're passionate about, do something that you have fun with, and then the rest will come.
Good job.
Yes, sir.
What character do you want to see return most in Pokemon Journeys?
Hiccup.
Oh, well, there we go. That was a nice, simple answer from you. How come,
Any character?
Any character.
Yeah, let Zach answer first, and then I'll explain.
I mean, of course we want the companions to come back, but if I had to pick one, just one, I want Ash to get that win against Alon. He was robbed. He was done dirty. He deserved that. But like, yeah. Also, actually, now that something just popped into my head, I really want to see Cynthia show up just so Ash can battle her, because I feel like one thing that sucks, since I'm in the middle of a Diamond and Pearl rewatch, like they really hammered home that Cynthia is the end goal for Ash, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna battle Cynthia, like all this build up only for him to not battle her because of fucking bias. So I feel like You remember that scene at the end of Diamond and Pearl where like Flint is battling Cynthia and Ash is watching and he puts himself in his shoes. That's such a cool scene. And then like Flint loses and they're like, can anyone beat Cynthia? And then Ash is like, yeah, I can. But bro, Diamond and Pearl is over. Like we know she's not gonna do it. But now she can come back. Even though she came back in black and white, but they weren't gonna do that. But point is, with the World Coronation series, it's possible that she's gonna come back and Ash can finally have that battle against Cynthia, because he was definitely robbed of getting one in Diamond and Pearl.
Fair enough. Alright, Ref, let's hear your thoughts on Dawn then.
I just really like Dawn's character, and I just hope we can see her return again like we did in Black and White and everything, just for a nice sentimental value. Probably me being a big DP stan at heart.
Shut up, Pearl shipper.
But you know what? I'm actually gonna... Oh, Zora's gonna love this.
Uh-oh.
Zora is gonna love this. I actually did... Oh, I'm actually gonna say this.
Uh-oh.
I want to see Serena. There we go.
Get out,
okay?
this
I've
call.
said it.
Shipper
I want to see
confirmed.
Serena. I want to see Zora. This is what you do to me, okay? With that stupid profile picture for a goddamn month, it's infected me. No, it'd just be good to see how her progress is getting, from Hoenn and the contests and everything. So why the flip not? You might even be like, oh my god, do you remember what we did on the escalator? Okay, that's enough. Anyway.
Stop.
And that's me finishing off my point.
Oh yeah, what was that called? It's a kiss, Satoshi. Oh yeah, a kiss. Yeah.
I wonder what Ben is gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
No, you probably don't expect what I'm gonna say. 'Cause,
It's
yeah,
Iris, so you can see her Molga again.
I was actually gonna say Iris though. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I've said it in in a reaction I review. I
Yes.
can't remember which one, but yeah, I want to see Iris because I feel like there's a lot of potential that could be done with with all the new mechanics that have been introduced, such as fairy types, new dragon types. That would be cool for her to have. I'd love to see if she's become a gym leader now or something like that, and she's in the World Coronation series or something like that. I don't know, and I really wanted to see her in XY as well, just so I could see her banter with Ash's other companions. I don't know. I just really want to see how an Iris return would be handled. I really do. So yeah, there's my weird answer, to be honest. But I mean, obviously, I do also want to see Lily, but I feel like it's inevitable. So
Lily.
yes.
Hey, Satoshi!
But
I love you.
oh my fucking god. But alright. Oh, that was a voice crack.
Alright.
But alright, there we go. We've gone through every question we had open here. That was quite a fun podcast. It was nice getting to go through all of that. You know what my favorite question was, though? The controversial take one, because we managed to do something we've never been able to do before.
Yeah.
Thank God we stopped ourselves though. But yeah, that was really fun. It's I can't believe it's been a year of the Anipoke Bros as well. And you know what, boys? It's the more year.
Indeed, Broskies, indeed.
God knows
Yes.
what other reactions will come out from then. What other memes, bro? You literally... A fucking WhatsApp message you sent of 1, 2, 3 with Bench Team Maze is now on the fucking t-shirt because...
And soon to be somewhere else. Stay tuned.
Cause like, and imagine the next
What?
thing would be... he's on about... Oh, oh, never mind.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, you got me. Yeah, God knows what else will happen, but it's gonna be fun. I know that much, so... Hopefully you guys will stick around as well. If you enjoyed listening
Thanks
to
for
this...
all the support as well.
Yeah, literally, thank you for all the support, of course.
We love you.
That's gone a bit too far, I hate them. If you enjoyed this podcast, then as always,
Damn.
please... Joking. If you enjoyed this podcast, then as always, please be sure to consider a like if you're watching on YouTube, with a subscribe, and if you're on Spotify, a share is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching, everybody. This is your boys, Entity Maze, Lumio Shrinazak, and for PokeRef, signing out.
大丈夫